Welcome to Tuesdays, 2 o'clock, Tea and Talk. This is episode 2, and today we are going to talk about how can you choose the best marketing tool for your business. And this might seem like a no-brainer to some of you. I mean, it might be super obvious. You might be hanging out thinking, oh, well, obviously Facebook. I mean, here I am on Facebook Live. You're probably watching this on Facebook. So clearly the best marketing tool must be Facebook. But I propose that choosing the best marketing tool for your business has more to do with what your goals are and more to do with where your customers are in terms of their journey towards becoming your customers. So today I am drinking out of my Not a Morning Person lovely Creative Mornings Vancouver mug. If you don't know about Creative Mornings, they're an amazing place to connect with other people in the creative community, and it is a free global breakfast community. So check that out. Let's get right down to it, guys. Let's talk about what it is that we can do to really identify how to choose the best tool for our business. Hi, welcome online. I'm not seeing the comments today. Oh, it's Anna Beaudry. Hi, Anna. How are you? Fantastic. So, one of the things that's really great about photographers is that they have a lot of content already created. They have a lot of images. So often for photographers, you might have heard, well, you got to be on Instagram. You got to be on Instagram. I don't know if you've heard that, Anna, as a photographer, but certainly Instagram is one of those channels, those marketing tools that really does serve people who have images. You ready with your iced tea? I almost had iced tea today. I'm actually drinking just like a plain Jane peppermint, but I'm in my Creative Mornings Vancouver mug. So when you're looking at choosing the best marketing tool, sometimes it's based on, we like to think it's based on what do we have accessible? What do we like to do? What are we good at? So, for a long time, we were told you got to write blogs or you got to write a newsletter. And I don't know about you, but writing for just the purpose of writing for the purpose of marketing has not ever been my strong suit. I love communicating. I love reaching out to people. I love having conversations. I love writing emails and messages to friends, but that sort of distant element of newsletters and blogs, not really my strong suit. So if I were to choose that tool for my business, it would take a lot of work for me. If you look at what are the goals of your business and what is the journey your customers are going on, those are the kinds of questions that are going to lead you to understanding what the best tool for doing marketing is. Guys, the basics of this is you don't have to be everywhere everyone else is. You don't have to do what everyone tells you to do. If you can get really, really clear about who your clients are and where they hang out, where they already are looking for information about services like yours, you may be more likely to get in front of your right clients instead of wasting your time on a platform that maybe they don't even check out. Let me give you a real world example. So let's look at something like, I don't know, let's say you're a corporate photographer. You work straight business to business. You like dealing with big businesses, even ad agencies, commercial aspects like that. Let's say that that's your ideal customer. Do you think that the people who make the buying decisions for businesses like that, are they hanging out on Snapchat? Probably not. So if you're trying to reach those decision makers in businesses, in ad agencies, and you're spending all of your time and money and effort on even, let's say, Pinterest or something else where you're not sure your clients actually are, you could be getting really frustrated, like really frustrated. So I had a question get posted on Instagram by Rain City Creative, Morgan Bentley. Thank you so much. And the question was that he is considering pivoting his business, shifting who he has been focusing on to a new market. Yeah, awesome. So Anna just shared that, very few of her clients really hang out on Instagram and Facebook. So I would guess, Anna, that most of your clients hang out on LinkedIn, if they're hanging out on social media at all. So the question you would ask yourself is, where are these clients actually hanging out? Are they on social media? So the same thing for Rain City Creative, for Morgan. If you're looking at shifting to a new market, this is brilliant because you're excited and you're curious. And excited and curious is where the magic happens. Hi, Mark. Thanks for tuning in. So if you're excited and curious, you're more likely to ask yourself the questions about your clients that are going to guide you to figure out which marketing tool is best for your business. So I would suggest that you get to know as much as you can about your clients to figure out where they're hanging out so you can start being in the place that they already are. Hey, Victoria, thank you very much for tuning in. Nice to see you. So the other part of this is, choosing a marketing tool. One, I said because it's something that you're good at, it's your strong suit, or it's a strength that you have. So for instance, I really love doing videos, so Facebook Live is great for me. I don't like so much writing blogs, so blogging might not be the best tool for me. So where are you really good and strong? Where are your clients hanging out? And the third thing you want to consider, that might be the most important thing to consider, what are your actual goals? So when we're talking to prospects, when we're talking to our audience and we're talking to people who might be our clients, there are a few different stages that they go through. First of all, they have no idea who we are. I know. We think we're kind of a big deal, but the rest of the world doesn't necessarily know that we even exist. And this is a challenge for a lot of my clients where they're really great on their craft. They're really amazing web designers, or they're really fabulous videographers or photographers, but they haven't figured out how to get anybody's attention, how to make their audience aware of who they are or that they even exist. So the first stage is to get somebody's attention, to say like, hey, I'm over here, like, hi, this is what I do, to sort of build that awareness, to say hello, to get their attention. The second thing you might want to do is to engage them in a way that allows them to get to know you a bit better and decide whether they like you and whether they can trust you enough to buy from you. So as your prospects are going through these different stages of their journey, they need a different message, and they may even need to be accessed from a different platform. So for example, one of the best ways to sort of leverage your reach and be able to get introduced to new audiences, there's lots and lots of different ways. But some of them include, you could be a guest on somebody else's podcast or summit, or you could write an article for a different community that gives you access to new eyeballs, new hearts, new opportunities to serve a different clientele. So there's other ways to get in front of new audiences. You can be a guest speaker to a place where you maybe have never been before and introduce yourself to an entirely new audience. Mark says, trust comes from relationship. People buy from people they like. It's true, Mark. And most of us have spent a ton of time working on, content so that the people that already know about us can like us and trust us enough to buy. But what about that step that comes first? What about that step that comes before they have even found you and are listening to you? How do you get their attention in the first place? So there are different tools for each stage of your client's journey and experience with your business. Some tools are really great for getting exposure and getting new eyeballs and new hearts to be able to pay attention to you. Some tools are really great at building relationship. Some tools are really great at having that conversion conversation. So I know that there's a few of you watching right now. If you want to just pop into the comments where you think you need to focus your marketing efforts. Are you having a bigger challenge in attracting people and getting new eyeballs? Or is your challenge on developing the relationship? Or is your challenge on making the conversion from avid fan to paying client? So if we look at those 3 stages, go ahead and type in the comment box where you think your biggest marketing challenge is. And then maybe we can talk about some of the tools that we can use to help you get more success in that. So while you guys are typing, I'll have a little sip of my tea. And for Morgan, I'm not sure if you're on this call, but you'll be watching the replay. If your struggle will be to introduce yourself to an entirely new market that's never even heard of you, you might want to look at some new to you marketing tools, new tools that maybe you haven't used before. If you've been focusing heavily on Instagram, you may want to look at guest posting, guest blogging, joint ventures, affiliates, things that you can do to get in front of new audiences. All right, so let's just see here. I need to make time, so this is from Mark from Vision Event Photo. I need to make time to build the relationship by spending more time with my clients, possible clients and other suppliers that can help me meet new clients. So it's interesting, Mark. Those are kind of 2 different agendas. So one agenda is to build the relationship with existing clients, and you want to do that in person. The other agenda is to build referrals from your current clients and other suppliers. So to build referrals is a very different strategy in how you would approach the time that you spent with your clients. Does that make sense? So relationship building with like I don't need anything from you, I'm just here, I just want to build the relationship, that's a different strategy than I am connecting with you specifically for the purpose of getting some referrals and creating that referral relationship. So very different approaches, even though you may use the same tool. So now we're starting to get into next week's topic where we start talking about a little bit more about strategy. Thank you for that, Mark. So Victoria, I am an independent distributor for Sweet Legs, and I use Facebook for marketing. So Victoria, are you finding that Facebook is the best tool for you? So I'm guessing Sweet Legs, are you going directly to consumers? So your customers, you're doing direct retail sales to consumers, yeah? So if that's the case, Facebook may be the best tool for you because a lot of consumers are hanging out on Facebook, lots of conversations about apparel and fashion and lots of opportunities to build credibility on Facebook if that's where your market is. I encourage you to look at, is there a possibility for you to create a joint venture or a partnership with another business to get you even more access? So something to consider. Another thing to consider is once you have mastered one tool, then add in a second tool. So Victoria, if you're still relatively fresh with your Facebook marketing, then you might want to consider just really focusing on that for a set period of time, like 90 days or 6 months, until you feel like you've really mastered your habits and your systems around Facebook marketing. So hopefully that was helpful. I certainly have found that I really have to focus on one tool at a time before I add in additional marketing tools. So hi guys, great to see everyone watching here. We are about 15 minutes in, so I'm gonna wrap up this tea and talk. If you have any other questions, please type them in as I do my little wrap up here. Happy to answer them in the comment box after I close this live session, or send me a message and let's start a conversation. I'm really committed to connecting with you guys and to supporting you as much as I can in your business, in your marketing, and in the mindset that you need to be able to survive and thrive as a creative entrepreneur.